October 30th, 2003. Today is the day I pack my bags and head out to Iraq. My assignment is to implement an electronic tracking system for a project called Captured Enemy Ammunition, which is responsible for finding and destroying bombs so they are not used as IEDs against our troops. I was told only one duffel bag and a knapsack for my personal and professional items. I flew into El Paso and waited for my bus to the base. So why did I volunteer? There are many reasons, but the main one is I grew up hearing my family's stories of war atrocities. My grandfather would tell me stories of his father's World War I military experiences in the trenches of Verdun. My grandfather was a military officer who was captured and spent the war in a work camp, Stalag 6. As an officer, he was well treated and actually put on weight, but he would tell me the horror stories of how the others were treated. My father survived German occupation and has his World War II stories, but the most horrific tales were of his time in the French army during the Algerian uprising of 1956 to 1958. My mother survived German occupation, but her family did not. She grew up in an orphanage. What she witnessed and retold me was my source of countless sleepless nights as a child. So the quick answer as to why: I wanted to see war. I wanted to understand it, to make sense of it, and the only way to do that was to be in it. We arrive at Induction. This will be my home for the next week as we get basic training. November 3rd, 2003. We are taken to SRP, where we are immunized for everything, including anthrax. When the guy in front of me was stabbed to draw blood, he fainted. I'll never forget the sound of his head hitting the floor. November 4th, 2003. We are taken to CIF, giving shopping carts and a list of items to collect for our deployment in Iraq. The most difficult station was the fitting of the boots. We were given thick winter socks and told to get tight-fitting boots as they would stretch. Once we collected all of our gear, we dumped it on the ground, and we were told to pack it into 3 duffel bags, which was not an easy task. Next, we were given Army-issued name tags. Guys with medical conditions got an extra red tag listing their condition. At the end of the day, we were all exhausted. Guys just crashed. What amazed me was he could sleep with all the noise. November 5th, 2003. I love breakfast. Today is Nuclear, Biological, and Chemical Day, which means we get fitted for gas masks. The sergeant warns us that when he yells gas, 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 we have 9 seconds to put on our masks or die. Out of the blue, the Sarge yells, gas, 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 and we all fumble to put on our masks. And he goes around the room pointing and saying, you're dead, and you're dead, and you're dead. None of us are laughing anymore, as the seriousness of what we're doing sinks in. Fortunately, they didn't gas us, but they used a parts per million vacuum pump to test if there were any leaks in the masks. The Army didn't like my regular glasses, so they issued me RPGs, short for Rape Prevention Glasses. To acclimate us to our new chow, they hand out MREs, meals ready to eat. Funny thing is, they ain't bad. We're starting to react to the anthrax shots. They swell and scab over. We're told to clean the area with cotton swabs and dispose of the swabs in special biohazard containers. Throughout my life, my father and I were never close. He worked 6 days a week, so father and son activities like fishing, camping, and hiking were rare. My father never gave me fatherly advice, but that changed when I was on tour in Iraq. I called him 3 times a week, and we would talk for hours. He would listen to my experiences, and then he would tell me about his similar experiences while being a soldier in Algeria. He would give me advice he'd learned through the school of hard knocks. Keep your gun clean. Always wear your sidearm, especially while in the latrine. His advice was full of Arabic proverbs. For example, behind every smile are teeth. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Believe what you see and lay aside what you hear, and a chameleon does not leave one tree until he is sure of another. He taught me how to greet, Assalamu alaikum, how to reply, Wa alaikum assalama, and to hold my hand to my heart and bow slightly when I say goodbye, Ma'a salama. During our conversations, my father and I not only bonded as father and son, but as man and man. My respect and admiration for him grew boundless, and once again he became my Superman. November 8th, 2003. Today is D-Day, and we wake up at 4:30 and have breakfast, then head back to the barracks and line up for gear inspection. It's hurry up and wait at the airport terminal, so to calm us down, they throw us some chow. My stomach is in a knot, and the reality is sinking in deeper. We're all nervous. Some of us withdraw, while others clown around. We stop and refuel in Shannon, Ireland at 4 a.m., and the Irish open up the pub and we all have a pint.